how to get a physique, a social media influencer physique, like Coach Greg, aka Trend Replacement Therapy. How to get a muscular, aesthetic physique where you can sell millions of dollars of supplements to gullible noobs who believe that you were natural back in the day, and then one day you decided to become a big-time steroid dealer and you got busted by Canadian police. Google it up. Greg Doucet got busted dealing steroids. All right? Not just a little piddly amount for personal use. Big-time steroid dealer. But Greg says, it wasn't steroids, it was protein powders and a little bit of TRT. Man, the bullshit that spews out of his mouth and his gullible fans. Like, if people watch his content for more than entertainment's sake, you know, I was the first person actually to do Natty or Not videos back in 2010. Greg copied me, and he's done well with it. He ran well with it. More dates, more plates. They copied me. Natty or Nots, they do well with it. It was me, then it was Louis Marco back in the day. Anyway. But he makes his millions, man. And it's not just Greg, it's all these fake natty half-truthers. I maintain this muscle mass on 140 milligrams of test a week. Yeah, sure. Plus all the cardio he does, right? I'll tell you what, as soon as you're cranking cardio, you shrink. Your arms get smaller, everything gets smaller. Except for your dong. My dong's still big. But you shrink, man. Right? That's just part of cardio. And guys like Nick Bear and that, they're absolutely smashing the compounds, okay? So how to get that social media physique, what all these guys are doing, and all of them, from what I see, are lying about it, all right? Or they said, it's just TRT, which is trend replacement therapy. TRT is code word for trenbolone acetate replacement therapy, you know? So he's not really lying when he says just TRT. People are like, no, he's not on trend. These kids out there I've used trend. People are like, no, you haven't, because you're not massive. That's how naive these Greg Doucet fans are, all right? That's how they like, well, if he was doing trend, he would be like just massive. He would be massive. What if you're doing just 50 milligram a week of trend? Just get that 3D, half natty, potential believable look. Not everyone's running 2 grams of trend a week, kids, okay? It's not the size, it's the look you get. Now, how to get their physique, now I'm not recommending anyone touch any of these compounds, I'm just saying this is what goes on. Right? This is like a vice report here going on. The number one thing is all these guys started lean, all right? Like a lean physique like me. If you're going to get on that compound stuff, those anabolics, I'm not saying you should, I'm saying if you're going to though, you want to be lean. All right? Otherwise you're going to aromatize so much of the testosterone and you're going to be causing so much more side effects for yourself, like really oily skin, if you're eating fatty diet. If you're going to use compounds, no oil, man, unless you want absolute pizza skin, if that's in your genetics, okay? And the oil can clog your hair, make your hair fall out, can just get this real scalpy, hairy stuff you got on there, and just on your back, just grease skin, okay? So no oil, man, all right? No oil on your food. Go oil-free, go as low fat as possible, and you have better skin. Because when you're running testosterone, etc., you know, especially when you come off these compounds, then, you know, your skin can get so oily, plus you're eating oil in your food. Go and have an oil, just go oil-free for a week, under 10 grams of fat for a week, under 10 grams of fat a day for a week, and feel your skin, how softer and sort of drier and soft it feels your back. It feels like it was all like satin sheets, you know? And then go and have a packet of potato crisps, or organic virgin olive oil, and notice how your skin within half an hour is like, oh, it's greasy, especially here, the T-zone, up here, your scalp as well, and then you'd be like, itchy, you know, and you grease, you feel this grease, because the oil, the body's basically water, and oil rises to the top of water, and it just exudes out of your skin, okay? So if you've got acne, kids, no foundation, all right? Stop wearing anything on your skin other than water, your skin will be great. Look at my girlfriends. I look at Natasha. Natasha had pizza face. She's come live with me, no foundation, nothing. Skin, absolutely amazing. Looks like she's got a filter on full time. She doesn't use foundation. Because I don't want a girl with acne, you know, in my possession, because it's bad for representation for my brand. Not that I care about acne personally, but if Natasha had acne, people are, oh my God, that's it. So we don't have a wearing foundation. Girls, if you have acne, stop any foundation. But I was expecting, no, nothing, okay? And cut out the oil out of your diet, and all of a sudden, acne is going to go away. I have really full-on acne. That's my genetics, all right? Even at age 45, I get some humdingers if I have something too oily, okay? Even on my back, like a humdinger. Like, holy damn, that's a big... I'm 45. And I could have a face full of supreme cheesy crust, bacon lovers, pizza face if I wanted to. But I eat what I eat, my protocols, so I rarely get a little zit. Anyway, so how to get that physique? You want to be lean, otherwise you're going to have all these aromatization issues, or estrogen, and you have to run all these other compounds, like breast cancer drugs. These guys are taking, like, Greg Douchet takes breast cancer drugs, alright? I mean, I understand why they do it, because it just dries you out more, gives you that look, but in my opinion, it isn't healthy. It's not good for your mental state, alright? But I all do it. Because when you're running letrozole, arimidex, tamoxifen, all these things, they're breast cancer drugs. I've never used them personally myself. I wouldn't use them because for me it's just like, why? Just jump off cycle for a bit and let your estrogen go do a big bike ride. Go do a big bike ride, your estrogen will be like right down the next day. Okay? 100, 200k ride, estrogen right down the next day. I've done the blood test, I've proved it myself, so. You know, so they're taking these things to dry themselves out as well, and then your dong don't work properly, and it's just like, you know, it's crazy. So what they're doing is they're using they're using test as their base, testosterone, nanthate, cypionate, propionate, isocarbonate, decanoate, undecanoate, using that as their base. Generally test E and test C is the most popped, and test P, most popular stuff. And then they're throwing in tren for that like 3D sort of look, extra 3D look. And then a compound like Master on to really sort of like dry out and give that hardness, and or Anavar. I know I can see Greg's got that. Greg's got that tren test Anavar physique, right? He loves that shit. And hey, a lot of people do, right? So it's not just me focusing on my person. It's like, this is the fitness industry. And the fitness industry, yeah, I'm part of it, but I would be the most hated person in the fitness industry because I call out the bullshit, all right? Turkestrone doesn't fucking work, all right? More dates, more plays. These guys, they're driving McLarens. All they care about is stuffing the mattresses full of noob cash, all right? And using sexy jargon words, so the noob's like, I didn't understand what that said, but my self-esteem's so low, I'll keep watching and I'll subscribe because I don't want to know that, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, how many of their viewers actually use compounds? 0.5%, okay? That's why it's so easy for them to fool the average noob. If you've never been stoned before, come home, eyes glazed, you know, you don't know what that looks like when you see it in other people, do you? Okay, but once you've been stoned enough in your life and looked in the mirror and go, oh man, I need some Visine because mum's going to make me I'll be grounded. Then you start to see it in other people. It's like when you've been drunk or whatever, you start to, you know, see videos of yourself online and that's what a drunk person looks like. And then you see it around, you know. So it's the same with the cocaine, all the drugs. Once you've done these things, then you start to see it in other people, okay? Especially with anabolics, because anabolics, a lot of people just don't know what's going on there. They don't know because it's just so hidden. It's an underground world. Matt does tren, Jeff, Nandra Leonard, Jeff Nippard, all these guys, they all built their physiques with anabolics. All of them. And that's why you look like none of their followers look even close to these guys. Okay? None of their dedicated followers who are natural look anything like them. Because their followers who are natural aren't pinning gear year round. Okay? TRT won't do jack shit for your physique, really. It'll be like, you feel different, you'll perform different for sure, but you won't look like these guys. That's tren, that's nandrolone, Deca, aka, it's primobolan, it's D-bol, it's anavar, winstrol, these compounds, T-bol, superdrol, all these things, the letrozole, you know, turinabol. It's like all these compounds these dudes are running, man. And peptides and shit, and GH, and a little bit of Winnie, a bit of insulin, Greg would have used in the day, and lots of stimulants, Adderall, cocaine. These guys aren't mentally all there off camera. They're very, body dysmorphic, just, have a lot of issues. Jump cuts after jump cuts, all sorts of stuff, So yeah, where were we? Jump cuts. They're not sound in mind and body. You have to be, in my opinion, have some issues to want to scam noobs on YouTube, like teenage kids out there saying, hey guys, hey, welcome to the video. My name's AthTrentX, and we're going to show you how to do deadlifts. I'm going to show you how strong I am. I'm going to use some fake weights, claim they're real, and I'm going to pop this bicep and claim that I'm natural, even though I'm 45, blah, blah, blah. All right. You have to be like, what's the word? In my opinion, for me to be like that, I'd have to hate people. I'd have to really dislike people. I like people. I like noobs and waking them up. Okay. Hey, you're getting scammed, bro. You'll never, ever, ever have their physique if you're natty. Okay. You never, ever come close to that. Never, ever, ever. Look at that guy, AthTrentX Chains. What's his name? Josh or Jamie or whatever. Jesse, I think it is Jesse. He just looks sort of, like a fit dude. Doesn't look like a juicer. He alone with his physique, training under the best trainer in the world, his physique, whilst he looks, he looks fit and looks healthy, but he looks normal, doesn't he? He doesn't look like a juicer, okay? People say, you don't look like a juicer either. That's right, I don't. Because I'm not abusing the amounts of juice that these guys take. All right, you think that, ask any experienced juicer, all right, like experienced dude, who's not like more dates, more plates, and can be bought out with a 10 grand check or whatever. Like experienced people, not these money hungry dudes. Do you think that Greg's just running 140 milligram a test, all right, with all the cardio he's doing as well? They're going to tell you, yeah, right. Unicorns may exist, all right? Do you believe in Santa Claus? It's just Greg can't be honest about what he's taking. This is my opinion, by the way. In my opinion, he can't be honest about what he really takes because it'll make his supplement line. Look at the background, look at all his supplements. I sell shoes. All right, so you want some Jordans or some Ape Alpha Flyers? Do a good deal. All right, you want a Cannondale Cad 4, Kiddo Evans, Team Volvo? Do a good deal, mate. I don't sell this fucking supplements because my diet, you don't need supplements. All right? You don't need it. If you're doing Greg Doucet's thing, yeah, you need it, man. Otherwise, you need the stims because you're going to feel so shit because you're starving yourself. I don't sell stimulants. I don't sell drugs to kids like Greg and co do. All right? Look what happened to Scott Murray. Google up Scott Murray's death. All right? It's sad, man. Greg, you sell drugs to kids. Yes, pre-workout powder is a strong fucking drug, man. All right? It's a strong drug. You don't care. I mean, do you screen for if a 13-year-old buys your drugs, Greg? Do you check their age? Do you? Do you even care, bro, about anything other than money and hair transplants? And hey, if you get a transplant and Botox, that's fine. Your body, your choice. But in my opinion, it just still seems very, very shallow and narcissistic, sociopathic that you don't care about people's health and you sell kids drugs. You tell them to eat less and train harder than last time and just take pre-workout and shit. Like, and even you admit yourself that you have narcolepsy issues, you can't sleep. Or the amount of stimulants you take and the amount of under-eating you do and the amount of anabolics that you crank in your system, no wonder, all right? It's hard to sleep when you're on Tren, isn't it, Greg? All right? I've used Tren before and I'm like, I couldn't imagine using Tren and thyroid meds, Greg. Thyroid meds and your pre-workout and your modafinil Adderall or whatever. You'd be like, no wonder you can't sleep, bro. Is that the reason why? Get off the Tren, bro. Get off the Tren replacement therapy. But hey, it's obviously working for you. But all these guys, so how to build a social media influencer body naturally? No one's done it. It's not possible, man. Or what about in 1912, there was a pair of acrobat brothers and they had big biceps. And yeah, that was great. And they were 5'1", and that was a fantastic height for gymnastics because you got less weight. And they had some pretty impressive biceps. But their chest and their traps and their upper back all looked pretty natural, didn't it? Okay? If you got really freaky genetics, you can have an exceptional muscle group, like a bicep, or maybe you have a shoulder, or calves, or glutes, you can have that. But you won't have the 3D look all over the upper body, okay? It's not how, if you got the 3D look, you've used and abused anabolic steroids for quite a number of years. So is it worth it? Do you want to shut down your system in your 20s? Well, girls do that in their teenage years with a contraceptive pill. So getting shut down, girls do it all the time. No one really cares about that, do they? Teenage girls do it just because they want to get hit raw by some fuckboys, you know? So they take the progesterone, estrogen, birth control pill, shuts down their testosterone production, and 20 pounds incoming. So 40 pounds incoming, depression incoming, but no one even talks about that. There's no blink of an eyelid, doctor gives it out. There's your script, girl. 15, want to take steroids and shut down your HPG axis? No worries, darling. Here you go. Come back every month, we'll give you a new script. Have a good day. Next. 40-year-old man, what do you want? You got 5 kids. Yeah. You're working 70 hours a week. Yeah. You're really tired. Yeah. You want testosterone? No, get out of here. Get out of here. I'll call the cops. So it's very interesting. But yeah, if you're going to get on that gear, it's generally going to be a life decision, because you're going to, once you start doing cycles of anabolics, your physique's going to change. You're going to get all this muscle, and especially if you start to do it the right way, and by starting lean, then your asset is going to go up, and you're going to get a lot of attention from women, or if you're into men, more trend, more men, then that's going to become very addictive to you, you know, and then you're going to be like, well, you know, interesting. So for me, when I'm natural, I'm 6 foot, 7 inches down there, but 6 foot tall, and you should get that joke. Am I the only person that laughs at their own jokes? But I think I am. When you joke so bad, only you laugh at it. I'm 45 going on 13, aren't I? Fucking hell, still laughing at banana jokes. If I'm natural, I'm 59 to 63 kilos. Right, that's my natural body weight on my dietary protocols at 6 foot. So really lightweight, perfect right weight for these runners running marathons, etc. Cycling, and once I throw in some anabolics, boom, my weight's 5 milligram a week of gear. I'm quickly up to 75 to 82 kilos. All right, just quickly up. And so that 63 to 75 kilo zone there, if I was on maybe TRT dosages, I'd sort of probably sit around the 71, 72 kilo mark around there. All right, so just play around there, depends on how much fat I was eating, etc. So 500 milligrams of compounds a week, that brings me up, whether it's, D-Bol, Test, Deca, Winstrol, Anavar, 500 milligram a week load. It's going to be between that, around probably maxing out at like 85 kilos upwards. If I throw in the trend, 85 kg. Stop off the trend, and now I'm back down to 77.8 today. So that's the deal right there. So when, it's crazy. But for me, it's just all lean muscle mass because I'm lean. So you want to start lean, all right? You do not want to throw these compounds in if you have a round face or a round belly or a round body shape. That's fine, but I would not be recommending taking these compounds because you're going to get more rounder. People are like, no, I saw this guy get really cut because he did a starvation nation situation and he ran thyroid meds and he got ripped. Yeah, and then he fucking ballooned out. And in the meantime, when he was starving himself down to leanness, he felt like absolute shit. His dong did not work as good as his wife or boyfriend wanted. So your quality of life's going down. People are like, oh, you look at this weight, looking great. Yeah, I feel like shit though. Imagine that. It's basically like sitting on a chair with fucking nails in it, pinching your bum. Or it's like chucking a crab down your pants, and you got crab pincers on your nutsack. People, wow, those pants look really good. You look good in those pants. Yeah, great, but I'm getting nipped by the crab on my nutsack. You're getting the compliments though, aren't you? So that's better, isn't it? I think it's better to be lean the right way. If you want to be lean, do my protocols. Get that 5K time down, that 5-minute power up, 10-minute power up. If you're not into cycling, get a power meter for your running shoes and try and hold 400 watts for 20 minutes, Things like that, 350, 400 watts for 20 minutes, and you'll be lean, man. And then if you wanted to throw in the compounds, then do your homework and go from there. But I highly recommend before you touch compounds, get lean. Get lean, all right? And do blood work. before, during, and there's no after, because you're gonna be like, I'm staying on this shit for life, okay? Which will give you some side effects potentially, okay? The most common one is you're gonna probably have some hair loss. That's why I see a lot of guys. You can sort of see my hair's thin a lot over the last 7 years, 5 years, 7 years, actually 2017, probably last 5 years, But then is at my age, I'm 45. I look at my dad, and he didn't have much hair either at my age, so it could be a lot of factors. Which I don't care about, because even when I had Hollywood hair, I just shaved off most of the time. I generally would keep my hair because my girlfriends at the time, oh, you shaved your hair, you shaved your beautiful hair off, grow it back. Okay, I'll grow it back. And then next summer, for me, hair's just like, a nuisance. And hair won't pull your pussy. Won't pull you pussy. Yes, hair is what chicks like, a beautiful head of hair. They love that. But it's your confidence that really chicks, your confidence makes them feel good. The hair makes their eyes feel nice, but women fall in love with what they hear. All right. So if they hear insecurity from you, they fall out of love. If they hear emotional stability and confidence and compliments, genuine compliments that no one else has said to her from you, women fall in love with the ears. They fall out of love with the ears too. Okay. Eyes is very important, but not as important as men. Men, we're more visual, a woman can still nag us, but she's hot enough, we'll still find her attractive. But women, if the guy's hot, but he's just a douchebag, see ya, bye-bye, done, outie, next, douchebag. So it's, and if she nags you too much, then you'll be like, okay, I'm trading you in. But I'm just saying, it's men, we're more visual creatures, women, they're more, how do you make me feel? How do you make me feel? Tell me what you love about me. That sort of thing. So if you got that game down pat, you could be bold as a badger. It won't matter. Because you got this mouth thing going on here. You're flapping your gabba. And you're making her feel amazing. So you're making her feel better than anyone else. Anyway, that is the video. That's what I recommend for kids out there wanting to get an influencer body. And do you want it? But then again, it's like, do you want to live the fake natty lifestyle where people, steroids, and you have to lie about it every day? Yeah, I don't take steroids. I'm natural. Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, I don't know what steroids are. I don't know where to get them. Blah, 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 blah. If you want to be a douchebag like that, then what's the heck you look in the mirror? You're going to be like, yeah, I'm like another fucking douchebag. You're just a dime a dozen fake natty douchebag. Okay? Fuck that. Life would suck. Or you could be like me, go, yeah, I'll use this, and that. People go, oh, you don't look like you use steroids. And you get these trolls go, Greg, buy your supplements, Greg. Suck at hard lifestyle. Greg, how much for your pre-workout? Is it sold out? I want more. You can be like one of those dudes, just gobbing for the fake natty, and or you can just be honest. Yeah, that's what I've done. Yeah, that's what I do. Which will kill your brand. All right. Look at Greg Douchet. Do you think Greg Douchet talks openly about what he does in the last couple of years? Not at all. Do you think more dates, more plates talks openly about what he does in the last few years? Not at all. All right. I said, yeah, back in the day I used some gear, but I don't do it anymore. Like, just maybe a TRT, hold all this muscle and 3D mass and TRT, yeah. So you got, it's just a fucking shit show out there. All right, so, so what sort of life do you want? All right. The fake natty life where you have to lie to everyone and just live for that materialistic world bullshit, And I understand if professional athletes do that, that's different. We're talking influencers here. For me, it's not a healthy way to live, man. Just living like another fake natty motherfucker. Like, it's just empty, man. All right, it's an empty life. Be an educator. Be a real influencer. Influencers with the truth that will help people with their goals. All right, like what I do. Like, if you're watching me, you're getting the best information about running shoes or running advice or cycling or, fake natties or whatever, or weight loss. You're getting the very, very best information, okay? So I'm not afraid to offend people. I'm here to tell you the truth to help you with your health fitness goals. I care about that a lot. I care about my influence a lot. And what I care, and I'm in control of that by telling you the truth, all right? People can talk shit about me. They're entitled to do that. It just gives me more fame. Look at the amount of attention I've gotten on social media this week just from fake natty Greg dropping my name again. Loving it, you know? Loving it. The inboxes I get, Harley, I thought you were a douchebag. Watch a few of your videos. I try and you like your diet. You're fucking insanely blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much. Yeah, that makes me feel good. So yeah, I lose 99% of people because 99% of people out there are sheep. They respect the people who lie to them, steal their money, blah, blah, blah. And there's a lie and there's a lie. All right. If I'm taking steroids and looking jacked like Greg, and then I'm selling these supplements and say, well, I don't use anything. Well, actually, I'll do a little bit of TRT just because I'm 45 and, but you were 20, you look like me. Yeah. And I'm selling all these supplements. I'm a scammer, all right? I'm a douchebag. I have no integrity. And I'm lying. Now, if I lie that, I saw your girlfriend's fucking your mate the other weekend because I think, well, if I tell you the truth, you're probably going to blow your brains out. So, but no, I didn't see her doing that. No. She was with her girlfriends. I lied to you, but I'm protecting you from blowing your brains out. You know what I mean? So there's a lie. I will lie if it's going to help someone's safety, but in that context. But I won't lie when it comes to health and fitness. Does that make sense? Okay. Hope that answers the question. So there's a time to lie, and there's a time where we have to be honest. And when it comes to health and fitness, we need to be honest, people. All right, we need to be honest about giving people the right direction. Okay. And these sociopathic fake natties out there, the fitness industry, fuck man, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I don't have any hate for any of these people. I genuinely feel sorry for these people. They're so materialistic. They'll do anything for money. They'll sell their soul for money. They'll sell their integrity for money at the expense of other people. Imagine that. Like, I go to the gym, and almost every time I'm at the gym, there's a bunch of young guys there. It's enough of them. They're like, well, they're kind of doing all right. I'll see you on Coach Greg. They know me. Like, I'm very, very well known here in Australia, US, etc. And they were like, I love your videos, blah, 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 blah. Do you think, Coach Greg, it's cool, So it's like, I'm getting that influence out. They're getting their message out there, And I'm like a 45-year-old skinny cyclist marathoner guy, who lives on the carbohydrate. So I'm still getting that reach out there, and that clout because I'm coming from a place of integrity and truth. And I fucking sleep soundly at night with that. I sleep fucking soundly and I snore the walls off, okay? I couldn't imagine what it would be like to wake up in the mirror and wake up and, just on my bed of money I made from these noobs, scamming these noobs, thinking, well, they're dumb enough to believe that, then they don't deserve their money. I deserve that money, says Coach Greg, says Athrenex, etc. I wouldn't want to be them. And I wouldn't want to be them. Another question is people like, how come none of the influencers, the fitness influencers, have hot girlfriends like you, Harley? Well, most of them are gay, and there's nothing wrong with being gay. Their girlfriends are merely beards, and these guys are quite attractive, they're aesthetic, but they never ever have really smoking hot girlfriends, do they? Why is that? They're into guys, and that's okay, all right? And their girlfriends are nothing but beards. What is a beard? Google it. Google what a beard means, okay? That's why you think, wow, these guys are like all this muscle and this, all this money and the McLarens and all this. Where's their hot girlfriends? They're into chicks, but also into dudes as well. And that's okay. That is okay. Nothing wrong with being gay, bisexual. There's nothing wrong with that. But understand that is, that represents the fitness influencer. So why would you listen to someone who has a beard for a wife or beard for a girlfriend, who lies about their dosages? Why are you going to follow that? Why are you going to buy their products? Why are you going to support that? Me? Fuck that. I ain't doing that.